Friends, students, and enthusiasts. Welcome back once again. So today we are discussing one more topic, very important topic, that is basics of IoT project, right? We'll do one IoT project, a very basic one, okay? So this is a basic IoT project. So we'll discuss about that. But before that, what is IoT? That we will just see what is actually IoT. So you can see home automation word you must have seen in many of the areas, that home automation system is very popular nowadays. It is very important subject or topic for new students or old students also, from engineering background, let it be from any grade, that is ITI, diploma, degree, MTech, right? And also for the enthusiast, because they want to do or they want to start a business with home automation. Now, before going into this, we have to understand first what is IoT, right? What is IoT? We have to understand this first. What is the meaning of IoT? And we have to know this first. So here it's written, the Internet of Things is a network of interconnected devices that can be communicated with each other and share data over the internet. There is a network, you can see here the network, different type of network, because the communication will take place only on the network. And there are devices, right? That these devices and network are interconnected because the data has to be sent, right? Network is what? A type of a wireless or wired communication like internet, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. So with all these things we call it as a network. Devices are the solid state devices, like you can see on the picture on left hand side. There are sensors, right? Sensors, actuator. Well, of course, actuators are the end part. The sensors will drive the actuator on the when the signals are passed through the communication medium, right? So this is the study about that. So what are the important things in this that we will come to know about the things and all, right? Now, what are the key parts or key of the IoTs? You can see here, what are the things you have to remember when you say key components of IoT, right? So first is device and sensors, right? Devices means, just now we have talked that sensors will be there for temperature, humidity, motion, these type of different sensors you will get in the market, or you have to take it from the market. Connectivity. Devices are connected through various communication protocols such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, LoRa, Zigbee, cellular network. Just what I told you, the network. The connectivity is nothing but a network. Okay. Now, third is data processing. That data collected by the device is processed locally or in the cloud to extract useful insight. That means we have to study or we have to use an embedded system here also, because we do a lot of data processing. The sensors has to communicate with the output device. So compulsory we need to have a embedded system or processor or some sort of this thing medium in between. That is nothing but we call it as a data processing. All right. So we'll come to the next slide. So what is the user interface? What are the different type of user interface we use? IoT device, what are the mobile app we can use? We can use web interface or voice assistance. So these are the interfaces. That interfaces means what? It can be hardware also. You can use a button or you can use your voice also. Okay. Or it can be done with the help of your mobile devices also. Like nowadays we all have smartphones and all. So we can control with those things. Automation and action. Devices can automatically trigger action based on the data. Whatever data you send to them, that automatically it will trigger accordingly to the data and the codes, what we are writing on it. That's what we call it as a data, okay? Such as turning off light when no motion is detected, right? Motion detection we can control with the turning of light or this. That is a security system and all. So you can see on the bottom side, there is a microchip. There's a chip is there. That is, I just told you that the embedded system is very important part. Then I have shown you one board also, that is ESP8232 or ESP8266. And on the right hand side corner, you see a PIR sensor. That is a type of a sensor for motion detection. All right, so we'll go to the next one. So this is a very, very familiar note where we use it, why we use it. The first thing, smart homes. So to make your home smart, that is the automated, the whole devices, we will use it here in our homes. Device like smart thermostat, door locks, lights, cameras, and other things can be controlled with voice or the buttons or remotely with your mobile phone. You can control it. That is, we call it as a smart home automation, right? Very, very popular. So many projects are there. So we are starting with the very beginning project. Okay. Where elsewhere where it is used? It is also used in healthcare industry. Please remember healthcare, where wearable devices and you have motion monitor vital signs. That is, all the equipments can be connected to the doctor or to the hospital. That is, we call it as a healthcare. Next is very important sector is agriculture. Sensors which are used to monitor soil moisture and optimize irrigation, right? Can be used for crop management, smart irrigation, soil health, uh, weather monitoring system, smart greenhouse, pest management, and so on, right? Okay, so this agriculture and health are very, very important topics. You should understand that. Okay, right. Now, why IoT? What is the importance of IoT? It improves the efficiency from distance through, that is without wire. You can control it from anywhere from the world. That is remote monitoring, we call it as. It is very cost saving. Enhance user experience. Because why we do this type of project, or why the students select this type of project? Because they want to improve their knowledge and they can come up with the new ideas. So that is the idea of this thing. Okay. So what project we are going to do today? You can see here, I will show you one project for the beginners. You can see that is a ESP8266 web server with 3 buttons. Okay. Usually we get 2 buttons, 1 button, this thing projects available on the web or this thing. We are using 3 buttons. Of course, this also we have taken, or rather you can take help from the chat GPT and DeepSeek. Okay. You will get everything from there. Okay. You don't have to make a lot of pain for that. You can do it. Okay. Arduino codes for setting up an ESP8266 web server with 3 buttons. That is our project. Each controlling an individual LED with on and off functionality. That is, we are controlling 3 LEDs. We are connecting 3 LEDs. But in my case, in this case, I'm using RGB LED. A single LED which has 3 points, or rather 4 points. One will be supply and 3 will be ground. So those 3 colors will use only single LED. That also we can do it. We can, of course, we can use separate LEDs also. Okay, and we'll control those LEDs on off. Now this here, you please remember, for home automation, I have just given you a simple project, that is we are controlling the LED, but you can control the relays, the fans, the thermostats, and so many other devices which are working on AC and other things that also you can monitor. So that is the idea. So that's why this project is very, very simple, and this thing for the beginners. You need to understand what is IoT, and you need to understand what we are going now. Steps to be followed before going into this project. I will just give you the project one by, we will go to the lab after this and I will show you the project. But before that, some steps you have to just copy it down and you have to know it. Install the ESP8 board on Arduino IDE. That is first what you have to do. You have to install ESP826 board on Arduino IDE. Arduino IDE. Copy the sketch to your Arduino IDE. I will send you give you the sketch also. I'll give it a schematic diagram. I will have a link to this particular video. Replace the SSID and password with your own network credential, SSID and password. At that place, the inverted commas in between that, you have to put your SSID and passwords. Okay. Upload the codes to your ESP8266. On this Arduino serial monitor, a baud rate of 1150. That you have to select this particular baud rate. If you select the wrong baud rate, you will not get the display. When it shows hard reset, when it will be coming hard reset on ESP82, just press the reset button so that it will connect to this thing. On the end, it will be given hard reset. Okay. The seventh step is ESP8266 IP address should appear. You should get the IP address correctly. If everything goes okay, you will get the IP address. Copy IP address and open on a new window on a computer, phone, or Wi-Fi ID should be the same. That means whatever you are connecting, the computer and the mobile phone, both of them should work on the same Wi-Fi ID. Okay, so let's go to the lab, and there we will discuss more. I will show you some videos and we will discuss more what is to be done, and we will start the video. All right, friends. So we have come to the lab. First of all, what I will do is I will just show you my system. You can see on the screen my system. And I have put this codes over here. That is RGB LED web server INO. Okay. It is Arduino ID 2.3.4. Okay. So here you can, up to this, it's very, very simple. So I will just tell you, since we have seen what steps we have to follow. So I will just go according to the steps only. So first of all, what you have to do is you go to the file. All right. Go to the file, go to the preference. Okay. And in the preference, additional board manager will be there. So you just click on this board manager and you should have this file. That is this first one. That is ESP. This first JSON file. This first one. That is Arduino ESP8266 is com the stable package. This file has to be there. If it is not there, you will get this file from the web and you can just download it, or you can just copy and paste it over here. After pasting it here, you just say okay, right? This file has to be there. Then what you will do is you will go to tools. Okay, you will go to tools and you can go to board manager and you can find out board manager. You can download all the ESP8266 files related to this. That is, you go to board manager, like one window will open like this. It'll here you can write it on the left hand side and you can get all the files or the libraries that were required for this. Libraries are these are the libraries. In the beginning, two libraries are there: ESP8266 Wi-Fi library and there is a web server library. This libraries you will get it from this place. Okay. After doing this, go to tool again. Right. So after doing this, you have to go to the board. Okay. Board, what board you are using? We are using ESP8266 and we are using Node MCU 1.0 ESP12E module. Okay. This is the module that we are using. So please select. I have already selected it. You have to select that module. Second point, when you go to the port again, and you have to correctly after connecting the board, that is the USB wire or the data cable. When you connect it, you will get a port, that is communication port. So it will be showing here. It's showing 5 to me, so I've selected this port. Okay, this till this it is done. So these are the things what you have to do in the beginning. Second, where there is a SSID and there is a password over here, so you have to change within the inverted commas whatever your SSID and passwords are there. Then here, D1, D2, D3, we have taken LED1, LED2, LED3. You can write LED1, you can write red color LED, red LED, green LED, blue LED, whatever. And pins also, you can change it here, okay? This thing. So this about the codes and all, I will just take another class for this. Whenever the next this thing will be there, I will be telling you about the codes and all. So these are the HTML codes and all. HTML codes, from where I got it, I will just show you that also. Okay, so I will just stop share this for a moment and I will, that is my chat GPT window. I have taken the codes over here. I have not written it this thing, but please remember I have given a question here: generate code for Arduino IDE ESP8266 web server code for 3 buttons with individual on-off. So what he has given me the complete codes of this thing, and everything will be given, and how to connect and how to describe everything will be there. The same code I have taken it. Okay. Nowadays, It's very, very convenient after this chat GPT and other this things have come, and you can just do it by yourself. Just wanted to show you, that's all. So okay, so not a big deal. I will just go back. What we will do is, since we have connected it, we have taken the tools, we have checked the COM port and the board, and then we'll upload the files. Okay. Since I have connected it already, you can just watch it side by side. There I will be showing you the complete details. So I'm just loading it. You can see compiling sketch is coming, and it is loading slowly. It will be just going, and it will be loading slowly. Still loading. It may take little time. So you have to have some little patience. Tell you what is to the next step, so that it's loading. Okay. Compiling sketch is coming. That means it is loading. So you please remember, in this particular window, that is the black color window in the bottom, what will come, see here, that is very important. Connecting and 7%, 14% loading, and this has to come. If it doesn't come, then there is some mistake with your codes and this thing. Usually it doesn't happen, but even then you have to be very careful, all with the libraries and everything. And right. Finally, you will get a after you're loading 100%, you will get a leaving hard reset via RST pin. That means you have to push or the reset button. You have to press the reset button. For that, what you have to do is, I will go to the corner of this here. You have a serial monitor. Okay. So I will just press that serial monitor. The serial monitor has started. I told you this 11,500 baud rate should be there. That you have to be very, very careful. Now I'm pressing the button on the reset button on the board. So you can see I will just pressing the reset button on the board. Wait for some second, or this thing automatically it will take this thing. Now you can see connected to Wi-Fi, and IP address as it has given. Okay. IP address, same IP address, you can put it on your phone and your laptop or another laptop. But please remember, both of them should be linked to the same network. That is the network what I'm using here. Your phone also should be working on the same network. Okay. So side by side, I will just show you, and we will check the things along. Right. I hope you understood this particular point. Another laptop, but please remember, both of them should be linked to the same network. That is the network what I'm using here. Your phone also should be working on the same network. Okay. So side by side, I will just show you, and we will check the things along. Right. I hope you understood this particular point. All right. You can see in this. So I have connected the board. Okay. So I have connected the board. There is a LED over here, and you have 3 resistor and 1 point, that is this I have given it to the supply, that is common is to the supply, and 3 are from D1, D2 and D3. Okay. Now I will just show you how to control it. You just watch it. I am switching on LED 1, right, which is red. I am switching off LED 1, that is it is switching off. Then I am switching off LEDs 2, that is blue in color. I am switching it off, and I am switching off the third one, that is green in color, and that is I am doing this thing. Since I cannot control all the 3 LEDs, why? Because here it is a single LED. I can show you one. Suppose I have put one on, I am putting second on, right? You can see, but you cannot make it out. I will put third on, right? All the 3. So you cannot make it out in a single LED. Why? Because this is a RGB LED. Okay. So I will just switch it off all the 3. 1, 2 and 3. Right. So how we control it with the switch? I will just show you.